USA. So happy Sunday. Happy March 2nd. Is it, what's today? March 2nd? I hope so. Yeah, March 2nd. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's been a long week. It's been a long year already. Anyway, you guys, today's live is going to be all about the truth about hair growth, what really works versus what's really a myth. Now, I want to be very clear, very transparent at the beginning of this live to make sure that everyone understands that the information that I'm about to give is solely based on my experience and also my opinion. Now, it is not to say that if you have a stylist that is giving you information that they don't know what they're talking about, nor is it to discredit anyone who has given you information. But you guys know I always stand tall on my own. I always make sure that I do my own research. So again, this is coming from my experience, also my opinion, also the knowledge that's in this big head of mine. So at the end of the day, take it or leave it. You're going to get it here. All right. So I have my notes in front of me because you know your girl is all about making sure that she's putting out her notes. Now, let's just get up into the welcome part of this. Let's get that out of the way. For those of you that are new here, some of you might have just stumbled upon my channel randomly and not even know how you got here. Welcome to Elite Hair Care USA. I, Crystal Williams, am the CEO and founder of Elite Hair Care USA, where our mission, our goal in life is to help men and women who are struggling with things like alopecia, hair thinning, hair balding, and hair malnutrition through expert-driven, science-backed, amazing products, and of course, information for the free 99. So you've stumbled upon one of the best channels on YouTube. How you can tell YouTube that this is one of the best channels? Hit the thumbs up button, double tap that screen, and if you're new and you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe and put your notifications on so you know when your girl is on. All right. Hi, Grace. Hi, Pack. Hi, Melissa. Hi, everybody. All right. So this information that I'm giving today is the different things that I've heard from clients, from you guys, that I've read in the comments, that I've received in email. And I wanted to kind of debunk a lot of these things, right? So if you guys see me looking down, that's because I literally wrote all this information out because I have ADHD and I will literally rant on off topic. Okay, so we're gonna stay on topic and we're not gonna make this live super long today. It's Sunday. I want you guys to enjoy your family and friends. Okay, okay, good. Okay, all right. So myth versus fact. Myth again versus fact. All right, let's do it. Myth number one, trimming your hair makes it grow faster. Now, I want to ask my elite pros who are in the comments before we debunk this myth. Do you think that the hair grows faster when you get your trims on schedule? If you think yes, put yes in the chat. If you think no, put no in the chat. If you think it's a fact, put a fact. If you think it's a myth, put a myth. You can use either one. Either one, neither here nor there. I see a couple yeses. I see a couple no's. All right. So let's talk about it. The truth is, hair grows from the scalp, not from your ends. Let's say it again. Hair grows from the scalp, not from your ends. Now, trimming your ends is a part of maintaining healthy growth. But trimming your ends does not suffice for how fast your hair grows. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me some fire emojis. Because I know a lot of you are like, wait, what? I can't believe that. Yes. Hair grows from the scalp. It doesn't grow from your ends, you guys. The ends, or trimming your ends, is a part of the maintenance of keeping the hair that has grown out healthy so that that follicle does not die prematurely, so that it does not go brittle or dead prematurely. That is exactly what trimming does. Now, does that make a difference of how fast your hair grows? No. Because there's people out there with absolutely horrible hair. But it's long, but it's horrible hair. But it's long, but it's dead hair. So trimming it is not going to suffice for the fact that you want it to grow really fast, but trimming it is going to keep it nice and healthy so that it continues to grow as healthy growth and not straggly, the woman who lives in the shoe style hair. Okay? So that's myth number one. That is actually a myth. I know you guys are like so confused right now, but it is actually a myth. Okay? Myth number two, again, I'm going to ask you guys the question. Oiling your scalp every day makes your hair grow faster. Do you think that that is true or false? Oiling your scalp every day makes your hair grow faster. Miss St. Square said no. Sheena said no or false. Jordan, false. Lisa, false. Okay, I see a lot of no's. So everyone is saying no. Oiling your scalp every day does not make your hair grow faster. Well, the truth is, while oils are great for nourishing your scalp, it can also be a curse. So it is a gift, but it is a curse, right? So if you over oil your scalp, you run the risk of clogging the follicle and then hindering the actual strand growing and building up oil on the follicle. Okay? So while oiling your scalp is a great thing, I know a lot of you use our hair repair and growth balm. A lot of you use our Goddess hair repair serum. It is a good thing. But what is the one word that I always use when I tell you guys how to do things to your hair? I use one word and it starts with an M. I want somebody to type that in the chat. What word do I use when I say how to use products, how to do styles, how to do things to your hair? Thank you, Sheena. Moderation. You do things in moderation. So, just because we know the Goddess Hair Repair Serum is the ultimate serum for helping people who are dealing with things like alopecia, hair thinning, hair malnutrition, you have decided not to take care of your hair for 4 years and now you want it to grow back and you want to strengthen the scalp, you want that garlic oil, that onion oil, right? You want to use the hair repair and growth balm because it has that botana oil in it. It has all these good things in it. But overuse of anything is not always good. Okay, you want to have a balanced routine when it comes on to oiling or greasing the scalp. If that makes sense, put some fire emojis in the chat. If that makes sense, put some fire emojis in the chat. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to add the code to our flash sale in the chat. Now, I am going to give those of you that are on the live a different code today for you to save an additional 10% off. So yesterday's flash sale was 30% off, plus you get a free frizz control, plus you get a free Soothe and Balance new and improved. That's not even available if you spend over $50. For the people that's in the live, I'm going to give you a specific code as a VIP. The only people that got this code were people who are a part of our pro team, which is our text list. Okay? For those of you that are on the live, I'm going to give you this code so you save 40% off and you still get the free frizz control and the free new and improved Soothe and Balance as long as your order is over $50. So I'm going to give you this code. The code ends tonight though. Do not share this code with anyone else. This is for people who are actually proactive in being on the lives and they are caring about their hair. Okay, because if you're watching, that means you actually care about your hair. You care about yourself. You're in this to be better, right? So I'm going to type the code in really quickly for those of you in the back so that you will have this code, okay? So hold on one second. Y'all know I type loud, so just bear with me. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right one. Yes, okay. All right, so I just pinned the code. I also pinned the website for you guys. The code is VIP Amazing. VIP Amazing. It only works until midnight tonight. Now, the code from yesterday will work until midnight tomorrow. But of course, you want to save the extra 10%. Like, let's all stop acting like we don't. Okay, okay. Now, the code is in the box there. I pinned it to the live, and then also I pinned the details there. So you guys can use it if you choose to. If you don't need anything, no problem. Share it with your family member. That's all. Okay. All right. Myth number 3. Who's ready for myth number 3? If you're ready for myth number 3, put some fire emojis. Actually, you know what? Put some number 3s in the chat. If you're ready for myth number 3, put some 3s in the chat. Deborah says, hi, Crystal. This is my first chat with you. Hello, Deborah. Hello, hello. Rosa, go ahead and order, girl. You're not going to miss out on anything. I promise you. Come on, come on, come on. All right, number 3. This one is a big one because the world has thought about this, and some of them really are doing this right now. Number 3, rice water is the best protein treatment for hair growth and hair restoration. Rice water is the best protein treatment for hair growth and hair restoration. If you think it's true, put true. If you think it's false, put false. Now, for those of you that put false, I want you to tell me why you say it's false. I like to know your thought process. Why do you say that this one is false? Rice water is the best protein treatment for hair growth and hair repair, in a sense. Too much protein isn't good for the hair. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. So, rice water can strengthen the hair. It is a form of protein. Now, do I believe in using dirty rice water on my hair? Absolutely not. I will not do it. It is not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. Right? Rice water is also one of those things that is an uncontrollable style of protein. Why? Because not all rice is created equal, number 1. Number 2, you're really just going off of something that someone said. It's not a proven fact. Now, what has been proven is that rice water, when used the wrong way, when used what you thought was the right way, has not come with good results. Most people end up with dehydrated hair and they end up with a lot of breakage later on because they have used something that they do not know how to control. They've used something that some other person on YouTube decided to wake up and say they were going to do. Like, these are also the same people who told you to shave your edges off and they're going to grow back even better. Some of you did it and now you are bald. So that is a big myth, super big myth. If you need a protein treatment, get a actual professional grade protein treatment. Again, I, of course, am Elite Hair Care USA, so I'm going to recommend our protein treatment, but you can use others. It's your choice. I don't hold your pocket for ransom, but our Repair RX protein treatment is a professional grade protein treatment, and we teach you how to use it right. That is the key. You have to know how to use it the right way. Whether you have locks, natural or relaxed hair, the directions of how you use it is the same. And our protein treatment helps to lessen or stop shedding within the first 30 minutes of use. Okay? So just keep in mind, you can choose to use any product you want. It is your hair, your decision. But please make sure you're making educated decisions when you're making these decisions. Just because eggs are on the list of protein, that doesn't mean that you're going to slather it in your hair. Beef is also on the list of protein. Chicken is too. Are you slathering your head with chicken and beef? I don't think so. No. Okay, so we're going to stop following these myths. Please and thank you. All right. Who's ready for truth or myth number 4? If you're ready for truth or myth number 4, put some 4s in the chat for me, please. I know some of you are sitting there like, oh my gosh, she's just, wow. But it is the truth. It's the truth. Some of y'all go way up yonder with things. Oh yeah, they said protein is good for my hair, so I'm just gonna use the egg or rice water. Okay, well you might as well just use your T-bone steak. It's also protein. Use your chicken breast. That's also protein. Yep, great. Which one of the hair bundles should I get for hair loss from menopause? Real would be the hair repair bundle. The hair repair bundle. And I'd also recommend the Repair RX protein. Now, at the end of this, I am going to do a quick Q&A, you guys. So hold your hair care questions. Hold your hair care questions until the end. I promise you today's live is not going to be long. We are almost at the end. So at the end, I will do a Q&A for you guys. Number 4, protective styles guarantee hair growth. Protective styles guarantee hair growth. True or myth? Protective styles guarantee hair growth. Melissa says true, okay. I see a lot of myths. I see a lot of false, all right? My pros are in the right direction. I talk about this all the time. Protective styles protect your hair from you. Nothing more. It just protects your hair from you. So this one is false, okay? The truth of it is protective styles like braids, wigs, anything else, they help you to retain length temporarily, right? But there's a downside to this. Number 1, they end up becoming a hindrance. They start to allow the hair and the scalp, because they're so tight or so overused, to start to deteriorate. So you start losing your edges, you start shedding more, you start noticing that you don't have any density. This is what protective styles do, because again, you're not doing this with respect to your hair and you're not doing this in moderation. Again, protective styles can also cause traction alopecia or any other form of alopecia. Why? Because every single one of them require you to pinch or pull hair in some direction that it does not want to stay in. It requires you to have it nice and taut or tight in order for you to be able to wear that protective style. So what traction is that going to cause the fastest? If you are a part of this live and you are a part of the pro team and you've been here a while, what form of traction can be caused from protective styles? And there's 2 in specific. Pac just said 1. So what's the other? What is the other form of alopecia that protective styles that are protecting your hair from you and no one else can also cause? It's a name. It starts with a T. So CCCA, absolutely. A lot of you who are dealing with CCCA, which is also why it's extremely popular in the African-American community, because we are really the only ones who wear braids and wigs like that. Good job, Brenda. Brenda said traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is not just the front of your head. It can be over the ears. It can be at the nape. It can even be in the crown of your head. It's called traction because it's a pulling, right? So protective yet not so protective styles can cause traction alopecia. They can also start or begin to create the problem of CCCA, which we already know. I'm not going to say that long name, but those 2 alopecias in specific are the biggest ones. So again, protective styles do not guarantee hair growth. They help you retain length, but if there is no density, how good is the length? If they don't give you density, how good is the length? Some of you are so consumed by the length of your hair and you forget that the density is also a big part of it. You can have extremely long hair to your kneecaps and have no edges, and have 3 strands of extremely long hair to your kneecaps. So really, is it more about length? Is it more about density, or is it about both? We can all have really long hair. But if you have long hair but can count the strands, which is more important to you? Think about that. All right, number 5, last myth or truth. Last myth or truth. Hair growth supplements work instantly. So the moment you start taking them, biotin that you bought at Sam's Club that said it was 50,000 IUDs or 50,000 milligrams per capsule. Or you ran and got on Amazon and you bought the most expensive multivitamin you could find. And then you said, I'm going to take it today and my hair is going to grow tomorrow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that true or false? Okay, I see a lot of falses. I see a lot of myths, okay? No. Hair growth supplements do not work instantly, okay? Yes, consistency will tell you that they will work great. Consistency is extremely important. But hair growth supplements or any other supplement takes at minimum 2 to 3 weeks for the body to even really absorb it, for it to really even start making a difference. It doesn't work because you took it yesterday and then you take it next Tuesday. No. Consistency in anything is key. That's one. But number two, supplements do not really give any benefit until you have consistently used them for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. And then from that point on, you have to continue using them in a consistent way every single day, every single week. It matters. Okay, so that definitely is a myth. It is not an overnight treatment. It is not a get here fast kind of thing. It is that you need to do your due diligence. You need to be consistent. You also need to ensure that you are not just overloading on one form of nutrient. The hair is comprised of so many things. It needs just as many nutrients as your body does, because it's really for the body to be healthy. It's not the supplement is not for just the hair. It's for the body. And then when the body is healthy, the hair can begin to thrive and be healthy. How can you prevent traction alopecia in men? Most men don't really have traction alopecia. Traditionally, the men who do, they have dreads or braids. And if you do, then you are in the same boat as any other woman in regards to ensuring that you are not retwisting too often, you're not getting these braids too often, you're not making things too tight, that kind of thing. All right. So those are the 5 most common myths that I hear or see all the time. Now, what actually works for hair growth? Is it healthy hair or healthy scalp? Which one do you guys think it is? Healthy hair or healthy scalp? In order for your hair to actually grow, do you need to have healthy hair or healthy scalp? It could be a trick question. Coily is the only one that got it. Good job, Coily. You need both, you guys. You need both. You need healthy hair. You also need a healthy scalp. In order to get the healthy hair, the scalp needs to be healthy. In order to keep that hair and that scalp healthy, you need to be nourishing and treating both. Okay? Hence the reason why I said it could be a trick question. Yes, you need both. Okay? So number 1, how to keep the hair and the scalp healthy. You want to make sure that you are cleansing the hair and the scalp on a regular basis. Cleansing the hair and the scalp on a regular basis. That means that having a regular wash day, using a good clarifying shampoo, making sure that you're giving your scalp whatever it requires. If you have a lot of buildup on the scalp, make sure you lift that buildup off the scalp and then cleanse the scalp so that all of your different treatments, whether it be from your doctor or your Soothe and Balance, they are actually getting to the scalp and not really just sitting on top of that bad layer of skin or sebum that has built up on the scalp. Okay, so maintaining and cleansing the hair and scalp on a regular basis. Traditionally, for ethnic hair, you always want to do every 10 to 14 days. That is a good schedule. That is a good schedule. Avoid heavy product buildup. Some of you who are low porosity and love to buy products, while us as retailers, we love you. We love people like you. But the real part of Crystal is not going to tell you a lie. Some of you go overboard. Every day you get up and you're spraying a leave-in conditioner on dry, dirty hair. Every day you get up, you are putting your curl defining gel on dry, dirty hair. Every day you get up, you are using your Elite Control Edge Control on your hairline, but you didn't even clean your hairline from the day before. Like, come on, you guys. Avoid product buildup. Product buildup does nothing but, number one, clog the follicle, and number two, dehydrate the strand. So you need to do it again in what? Moderation. Moderation, moderation, moderation. Okay, so avoid product buildup. Low porosity people, this is the easiest thing for you. Product buildup is so simple for you because your follicle does not absorb anything. It does not absorb anything at all. So this is going to be the key for you. Be mindful how much and what products you are using on your hair on a daily basis. Now, we created a daily moisturizing cream. It is a lightweight moisturizer that limits how much buildup you can achieve in a day. But the key to it is making sure that you are at least cleaning that previous product off that you've been using. Tracy, what is a good clarifying shampoo? Of course, the Elite Clarify. It's our activated charcoal detox shampoo that is sulfate free and it does not strip the hair of all of its amazing natural oils. Okay, so just make sure that you guys are limiting how and what products you're using that can cause buildup. Oil can also cause buildup, you guys. Just because the Goddess Hair Repair Serum is an amazing serum, does that mean that you are going to saturate your entire head with it every day? No. You are going to spot treat the areas on the scalp that need it. You are also going to clean those areas on a more consistent basis. Okay, don't forget, you guys, use code VIP Amazing, and that will actually save you 40% off and give you a free frizz control and soothe and balance pre-treatment if your order is over $50. Is it good for lock hair? Yes, lock hair is still here. It's just natural hair. Stop separating yourselves because y'all have locks. There's no difference. If anything, you have it harder than anybody else. Why? Because everything you put in actually absorbs in the lock. And now you have a ton of buildup in the locks that is causing it to be super heavy. That is now going to be like putting an oak tree base, the base of the tree on a twig and expect it to hold. So you have to take even more care. All right. Lastly, another very simple one, scalp massages and lightweight use of the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. Okay, scalp massages and lightweight use of the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. You heard me say lightweight. That means that you are going to spot treat. Now, if you're doing a hot oil treatment, that's a little different because that's an actual treatment. But if you're doing this on a constant or consistent basis, you want to spot treat. Then you want to take those beautiful nails or fingers and really massage that scalp because you need the blood flow. You need the absorption. Okay, you need the blood flow. You need the absorption. Hydration and moisture. I'm just going to kind of knock these out real quick. Hydration and moisture. Moisturized hair retains length. If the hair is dehydrated, it will break. So keep your hair hydrated. By hydrated, I mean on your wash day. Okay, so on wash day, if you're low porosity, natural, or even very coarse textured or medium textured gray, you need to incorporate the Moist Me 24 karat mask in your regimen. We'll do a Q&A in just a moment, you guys. Hold your questions and for just a moment for us to do the Q&A. Drink more water. I am guilty of not drinking a lot of water, so this is also for me. But yes, drink more water. Okay, if your body's dehydrated, your hair is too. It's hand in hand. All right, drink more water. Balance protein and moisture. For those of you that are low porosity and telling people that your hair is allergic to protein, stop telling those damn lies. The hair is made up of protein. Like, make it make sense. Everything's in moderation. Like, that is the dumbest thing I keep hearing. Oh, my hair is just so allergic to protein. Your hair is protein. It's made up of protein. Who told you that? No, that is a lie. Your hair does not need as much protein, but it still does, because if it's shedding like crazy, if you're shedding like our dog Prince, who walks around and hair drops everywhere, you need some protein in the body and on the hair. Okay, So for protein, our Repair RX protein treatment is always going to be your bestie. For those of you that are low porosity, that is going to be the Band-Aid on the boo-boo. You always keep it in your arsenal for when the hair needs it. Consistent hair care routines. Follow a consistent routine. For those of you that have purchased from us during the time of us releasing our 30-day hair care challenge, you have a 30-day calendar of what to do to your hair. Please use it. You'll see such a difference. That 30-day calendar is going to be a difference for you. You're going to see how your hair thrives within that 30 days. Okay? Use the right products for your hair type. If you are coarse, medium, or fine, use the specific elite hair care products that are good for your hair type. Patience. Some of you have none. Okay? Patience is also a virtue. A lot of you want to say, how can I get my hair to grow faster? Well, what have you done to keep it growing? There's no such thing as growing faster. It's going to grow at whatever rate it chose. Now, how you take care of it is going to determine how well it grows, how healthy it is as it grows. So stop being rushy. Be patient. You did not rush, you weren't rushing when you went and got that 40-inch bust down and that girl put that lace wig on your edges. You weren't rushing at that moment. But as soon as you take it off now, you see your edges gone, you want them to grow back tomorrow? Come on, be fair. Be fair. You want to keep those braids in for 7 months, knowing that your hairline is receding. It is holding on by one strand for those plaits or those knotless braids or that crochet that you put in. And then you want to complain and come and say you need your hair to grow faster. So what did you do to keep it from not growing? What did you do to keep it bald? Some of you need to take some accountability. Be accountable for the shit you did, okay? You wanted that wig because your man thought it looked good, and you thought that that was going to be the easiest thing because you're too lazy to get up 20 minutes more earlier in the morning or go to bed 20 minutes later at night, just giving yourself, whatever care your hair needs, wrapping your hair, twisting your hair, whatever you need to do for your hair to look nice for the next day. So you chose to get the 40-inch bust down. You chose to get the knotless braids. You chose to get the crochet. You chose to get these things, and then you're mad at the end of the day when the decision you made has now come with a consequence. I know the consequence of what I do right here, but I also make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do because of what I've done right here, meaning this high lift color. I know the consequence that comes with it if I don't take care of it. All right, you guys. So that is the debunking of the myths and truths for this good Sunday here. I know I have laid it into a lot of you. I know a lot of you are really sitting there with the blank stare because you knew that I was talking to you. I know a lot of you have probably had a bunch of aha moments today saying to yourself, well, damn it, I did not know that that was a thing. This is what these lives are for. It is not to hurt your feelings. It is to be honest and to give you the truth for the free 99. I'm telling you what your husband, your boyfriend, your sister, your mom, your kids, they can't tell you. I'm telling you that, okay? So that is what today was all about. But at the same time, take the information, listen, and don't judge. Period. Period. So if you guys got some good information today, give me some fire emojis in the chat, double tap the screen, share this live with your family and friends, and then jump on over to Elite Hair Care USA. Use your VIP code, VIP Amazing, so you can save 40% off for just you guys today and still get the free perks if you spend over $50, which is really the bare minimum for you, okay? Some of you spend $50 on the dummy. So you spend it on your hair. Let's do that. Sometimes let's put our priorities in the right place. All right, so I'm going to roll it out for some Q&A questions. I'll do Q&A for the next 6 minutes because I said I would give the live 40 minutes. So if you have any Q&A questions, go ahead and type them in the chat now. If you're going to ask me about another company's product, let me stop you right there. You do not ask Walmart, can Target buy something, or can Target ship this same product? So do not come on here and think that I'm going to give that information. It's just being right. Okay. Number 2, I do not talk relaxers and color unless it's about semi-permanent color. But outside of that, you guys ask me whatever you need to in regards to your hair care. Hair care, hair care, hair care. You guys have another 6 actually 5 minutes. My hair is receding from by temples from. Not a question. Is hard water bad for our hair? To be quite honest, no. I mean, let's be real. We've been washing our hair in the kitchen sink for forever. That water has been hard as the rocks outside, and our hair is still growing. Now, of course, using soft water is a plus. Now, you don't have to go and get an entire soft water system. You can use a Brita on your sink to filter some of the sediments out of the water, a lot of the calcium, the magnesium, that kind of thing. But is it going to make a humongous difference? No, it might make the hair a little softer, though. Question. What's the right water temperature to wash hair? It just depends, Melissa. It depends on what the hair condition is at that moment. If you have extremely oily hair right now, I use cold water for the first wash. But then the last wash is also going to be cold water. If it's just a regular wash day, I would use warm water. And then for my conditioner, I rinse with cold water. Are waves good for your hair? When you say waves, what do you mean? Do you have to lift your hair to get it much lighter? Yes, with bleach. What are good products for dry hair? If you are dry, like dry brittle or dry because you're low porosity, I would recommend our Moist Repair collection. I need much help. My hair is so damaged that if I cough, it falls out. What can I do? It's dry and brittle. So Lois, if you cough and it falls out, I'm gonna need you to go to the doctor. I'm gonna need you to start with the doctor. Start with 911. Then from there, you can get the Moist Repair collection. You can also do a Repair RX protein treatment. But you definitely need to see a dermatologist or even your regular doctor to see what your levels are in your body. You gave your something to your cosmetologist, so you had an excuse to buy Soothe and Balance. You're so funny. My hair is receding at the temples from Hashimoto's disease. How or what can I do for this problem? So that is a part of the endocrine system, right? So the endocrine system affects the hair. It affects the whites in the eyes. If you guys can see that line that goes across my eyes, that is also from things that affect the endocrine system or the thyroid, the thins on my brows. Definitely you want to make sure that you get your levels checked on a consistent basis. You introduce some vitamin D. My endocrinologist actually introduced a lot. I do 50,000 IUDs of vitamin D twice a week. But listen, I'm not a doctor. I am not telling you to just implement these things. You need to go and talk to your endo first. And then from there, you can start making sure that you give the hair an equal balance of moisture and strength, because you're lacking in both and you never know which time it is. So one, start with your levels being checked. Check your TSH, your T3, T4, all these different things, and make sure that that is in order. Make sure you have that in check, because that's the biggest part of it. It controls the hormones that controls the hair. Let's see, 2 more minutes. Thank you, Pack. A good daily product for gray hair. Our daily moisture cream is awesome. And then you also need to make sure that you are doing a good wash day every 10 to 14 days. Okay, you're just over exaggerating. Okay. Okay, so just dry and brittle, then the Moist Repair collection would be perfect. We have a dry brittle kit on the actual website, and you'll save 40% off today if you use VIP Amazing. That code ends tonight at midnight. I have CCCA and traction alopecia. I'm getting steroid injections because I'm trying to keep what I have. Best to style my hair with weave bobby pin to the middle because it looks more natural. MJ, I would not be able to tell you that unless I actually looked at your hair. There's no way for me to really tell you that, because I would have to look at your hair. I would suggest booking a consult. How you book a consult with me, go to elitehaircareusa.as.me and go to the consultation section, and you can book a virtual consultation. Last question will come from Victory. What is the best type of dye to use on natural hair? Well, for anyone at home, I only recommend semi-permanent. If you have natural gray hair, you can use the Clairol Gray Solutions, which is what I use in the salon. I also use Jazzing in the salon. I also use Bayesian, the semi-permanent version in the salon. And I also use Kiss in the salon. So really any semi-permanent is fine. You just need to make sure that it is one that is going to tailor to, what you need for your hair. So like for me, I have a blue top. Not all semi-permanent blues are my favorite, right? So I like my blue to be nice and thick, so I use Joico. Joico is not available to the retail customer. It's a professional only brand. So that just kind of gives you an idea. All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed today's live. I hope this information was great for you guys. Please take this information with love. Use it as a part of your hair care routine. And then jump on the website at elitehaircareusa.com and grab your Elite Hair Care products. For those of you that do not know what products you need, there is a hair care quiz on the website that you can use to point you in the right direction of the products that we recommend for your specific situation. Another reminder, you guys, tomorrow starts the semifinalist voting for Entrepreneur of Impact. The link is in the description box. As of tonight at midnight, you guys are able to start voting. We have 10 days for Crystal to make it to the finals. I have to stay #1 in my group for me to make it to the finals. So I need everybody to vote every single day. If you're going to vote for free, you can vote one time every 24 hours. If you want to give me a boost of votes, meaning you pay the $5, $10, or $15 and it gives me ample votes, it tells you all of that there. You are welcome to do so. I don't discriminate, but your girl needs to win Entrepreneur Impact. I need to be in the 2-page spread in Forbes. Come on, y'all. Can you imagine Elite Hair Care USA being inside of Forbes as a Black ethnic hair care brand? Talk about it. Okay? So tell your family, tell your friends, send out a message in your family group chat that they need to go and vote for your girl Crystal to win Entrepreneur of Impact, and put the link in there. The link is in the description box down below. Don't forget to also go and join the VIP Pro team. Everything that you guys need to do is in the description box down below. The code for today's sale is not in the description box. So make sure you use VIP Amazing to save that additional 10%, because you are better and specialer and more nicer than everybody else who's not a part of the live. So they will not see this code, but you have this code. So use it, save the 40% off, and get access to the free frizz control and the free Soothe and Balance with your order over $50. I love you guys. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.